Hey everybody, Rob Spearenberg here, Managing Director at All Things Media, and today we're going to talk about iOS 10 and some pretty cool updates that you're going to like. Stop, man, stop. Stop, you got to stop throwing handsome people in my way. It's just distracting. iOS 10 came out, and we were a little bit trepidatious about the install, obviously with the reports of it bricking phones and things like that. And in the past, we've seen iOS updates come out that really didn't add much in the way of value or really cool new features to the phone. iOS 10 really isn't one of those instances. By and large, the updates that we've seen for iOS 10 are broad-reaching, touching pretty much every aspect of the phone, and the majority of them are things that are really intuitive and things that really, we didn't realize we were missing until just now. Why don't we start with general enhancements? They've changed the look of pretty much everything. The Mail application has changed to follow a format a little bit closer to Google Mail, which a lot of people are going to love. Me personally, I kind of like the way that it was, so that's one of those arbitrary things. It's really a preference thing. I'm getting used to it, and I'm sure once I do, it'll be great. The Music application, now when you go into the Music app, it starts with playlists, which is always the first place that anybody wants to go, but for some reason in the past they didn't realize that. They've introduced some widgets to the home screen. The widget tool is actually pretty cool in that it gives you a quick overview of the key information that you would want to look at in the app without ever having to unlock your phone. The unlocking is a little bit annoying, probably because I'm used to unlocking it in the same way for so long, but now you press it once and it brings up the main screen. It doesn't bring you right into unlock, and swiping, which is what you used to have to do to unlock, doesn't bring up the unlock. It's almost like you got to press it, and then you got to press it again to unlock. It's going to take a little getting used to, but I'm sure once I do, I won't realize that, it's an issue. It's just a little annoying right now. Moving on from that, one of the big changes that we saw come to the phone this year is the introduction of the Home app. The Home app actually ties into iCloud and allows you to automate things in your home and actually trigger things like lights and control thermostats and unlock your door. And then the biggest change, and the thing that I think is the most exciting change for iOS 10, is the enhancements they've made to the text application. Texting has got a lot of really cool enhancements. They have the drawing app where you can draw something on a picture, you can draw something on a black surface, and then send it to another person. They can see what you drew, kind of draw out. Not really into it that much myself, and my kids love it. So I would imagine that this is going to take off. They have the introduction of effects for text, where you can make the text message that you send kind of animate in, to include things like invisible ink, where you can send a text message that's distorted and the user on the other side has to almost kind of rub it off to see what it looks like. Pretty cool. They have a search engine built in now for sending animated GIFs. Now this is really cool, just because if I want to send a funny GIF, I can actually enter into the Bing search engine cry, and it'll bring up a million GIFs of people crying that are really funny, and I can send it, and it's fast and intuitive and really cool. I think one of the biggest things, or the thing that's going to really change texting overall and really change the way that we actually communicate with one another, is the introduction of an app store specifically for texting. And that app store includes things like sticker packs that you can download and send little images to each other. But the bigger thing is it includes games. I've been playing a lot of turn-based games. I've been playing Battleship. I've got like 2 Battleship games going. I've got 3 virtual pool games going, a couple word games, a game of Connect 4, and that's just the beginning. It's a really great way to kind of engage with people, to kind of keep the communication going without the pressure of a text conversation, and it's a lot of fun. The text-based gaming is still a little glitchy. I've had a couple instances where I was playing a game and I was doing really well, and then it died or kind of bailed out and we had to start over, which isn't fair. And I've lost every game, and the one time that I'm about to win, the one time, it just drops out and I lose. Apple, please fix this. My pride rests on it. Again, I think iOS 10 is probably the most substantial update to the operating system in probably the last 3 years in terms of cool features, and most of that is resting on the introduction of these text changes, or these changes to the texting app. Those are my thoughts on iOS 10. Really great updates and really exciting change in the operating system. Something that I think has been a long time in coming, with definitely a few surprises and things that we didn't see coming. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you like what you saw here, please click subscribe or follow us on Facebook. We're going to be putting these out on a regular basis, and we hope to see you there.